Hey, it's Nikki Thompson, and I'm excited to be here this afternoon. Usually I do a video in the morning, but today it happens this afternoon. I've been hanging out with my kids, and I went and saw them. They're camping with their dad at the moment, and I went and saw them and hung out with them for the day, which was a lot of fun. And today I wanted to jump on because yesterday, oh my gosh, that's my dog. Just a bit excited. Yesterday, I found out, if you've been following along, on Monday, I had a big mole cut out of my head. You can kind of see all of the stitches. Fortunately, it's covered in my hair, which is great, but I had a mole cut out, and I get a son's skin cancer check done every year, and never had anything cut out. I've had a few frozen off, but nothing major. But I have a bit of a history in the family. And this time I had like a gut feeling. Normally I just go to my general doctor. But this time I thought, I think I'd like to go to a skin cancer specialist this time because I haven't been for a long time to a specialist and thought maybe this would be a good idea. So I rang up on Monday morning and they had an appointment that day. So I thought, okay, perfect. I will go in. And while they did the skin check, they found this suspicious mole and they're like, no, we need to get it out right away. And I was a bit freaked out. Actually, I was really freaked out. I held it together through the procedure and afterwards just burst into tears. I was quite an emotional wreck and pretty much just stayed on the couch most of Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, yesterday, I had a few missed calls. I did I went and saw I saw my best friend in the morning and her babies. And then I went to a clay therapy session, which was really fun. And then I went and saw another friend of mine. And then after the clay session, I had all these missed calls from the surgery. And I also had a voicemail from the doctor, it's himself. And I'm like, oh, this is not good. And so they wanted me to call them back. And so I knew in my head, I'm playing out the story. So when they told me that it was a cancer, it freaked me out. But it is not a melanoma. So it's a BCC is what it's called, so a basal cell cancer. And what that means is it's very early stages as well. It's not going to spread. It's not spread anywhere else. And they've got most of it out. There is a little bit still in there. But he said that my body should probably get rid of it itself. And and all I have to do is go back in November and monitor it and make sure that it hasn't grown anymore. And then I'll be checked every 3 months and then 6 months and then a year again after a while. So I was extremely shocked. So for those that don't know, my mum died from cancer. My dad's next partner after that died from cancer. Lots of people who I know who got cancer, they die. So it was kind of freaky. There's also a lot of people I know who have had cancer, who haven't. And this is just like a very minor, superficial one. But it was quite a wake-up call for me. It really shook me up. And I have told a few of my friends, now I'm telling everyone here. But, I just do urge people to go and get a skin check, especially if, I grew up here on the Sunshine Coast in Australia. It's, I've got very pale skin. And my skin's not a huge fan of the sun. And so that's what I would just urge people to do is get a skin check. It's not going to hurt to do that. This did hurt a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, that's what happened this week for me. And it has really made me just reassess things, because we kind of live life on autopilot. I feel like I haven't been on autopilot for the last few years. I've definitely been a lot more present than ever. And I've definitely been more I've definitely felt as though I know what I want more and more every day and that I go for it. And that just made me realize why I do that. You know, we don't know. You know, these little things can happen and we can have, you know, much bigger health scares all the time and all sorts of things can happen and we just don't know what's going to happen around the corner. So, yeah, it was crazy. So I got to spend the day with my children, which was lots of fun. They're camping with their dad and there's water slides and there's all this fun stuff. I couldn't go in the water just yet. But I got to hang out with them. We went fishing, we went and had lunch, we went and just chilled out, and that was really nice to do all of those things. So that's my little bit I was not expecting at all. And yeah, I do hope if you have anything that you're concerned about, you should definitely go get a skin check. I definitely recommend it. All right, I will chat to you again tomorrow. I do hope you have an incredible day, and I will see you later. Bye.